Hi, this is Penny from Holistic Liberty at holisticliberty.net. I want to apologize for not making a recording in a while. During the time of COVID, we were getting unlimited internet, but the particular type of internet that we get normally is not unlimited, and they stopped giving us unlimited internet. Anyway, anybody who knows me knows how much I love my doggie, Rhonda Boo. It's a Rendezvous Doo. Yes, her middle name is Doo, so it's Rendezvous Doo. My late husband did that one, but this is Rendezvous. I see got a boo-boo on your face. What, are they saying that if I'm sick I can't have my pet and I have to let somebody else take care of my pet? Rhonda! No! 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 A year ago I made that video, and little did I know that a year from then I would no longer have my beloved Rendezvous. She got sick, and on February 28, 2021, she passed away. On the last day of her little life, when I came home, she come running out of her carrier and running up these bags that we had put aside to put in storage and yelped as if she was saying, "Mommy, pay attention to me." At that point, she had collapsed on the blanket, and it almost appeared as if she was gone. And I picked her up. She was okay for that moment, and you can still see the imprint on that blanket. Later on that night, early Sunday morning at 2:12, she passed away on my chest. Now, I just basically have memories of all the little blankets and stuff that I put around the house for her to lay on as she followed me from room to room. We buried Rendezvous at my mother's house with only a broken shovel handle to mark her grave, and I felt she deserved more than that. So in my bathroom, I had a rose that was made of cloth. It was kind of ragged and falling apart. And I decided to take that rose outside and spray it with a sealant of some type that kind of made it more plastic, a little bit more sturdy for outside weather. Brought it to my mother's house and put part of this rose in the ground and then bread tied it to the handle so that I was able to somehow give her a gift. I wanted to make for her a little stepping stone to put her name on it and date of birth and death and hopefully best little doggy do, but I couldn't find my stepping stone kit. So instead, Bill and I went down to Lowe's and we found this perfect little angel holding a dog, and I decided to buy that for her grave so that she had someone there with her. Rhonda's death had helped to push me closer to my higher self. In fact, in the journal that I was writing in, I made a statement that I felt a big event was going to happen to help me get there.
Anyways, I've never been to this particular park before. Bill brought me here. And this park has a lot of exercise stuff. It's kind of like a big people's park. I mean, it has a playground for kids and all this and that, but it has, as you walk down the trail, there's just different exercise stuff. I tried some of them, but and let's get real, I'm not in the shape to do all of them. And it's so I may come out here a little bit more often. The problem is they don't have the bathrooms open. Today's March 20th. They may not open it until March 21st or when they're more sure that we've got no more winter or whatever. I don't know. So I'm kind of doing a mental thing here to keep me from having to desperately use the bathroom, because Bill's currently doing his CW stuff on ham radio. So anyway, I don't know if you could see it or not, but behind me is one of the exercise things here. Okay. Hi. But what I wanted to talk about today is really, since I've done my last video that I've uploaded, and I hadn't uploaded them in a while. Long story behind that, I'll explain later. Is since then, my beloved doggie, Rendezvous, has passed away on February 28th, 2021. Not too long ago. And just before she did, I was writing in my Sacred Friend Journal, which I just ended today and starting on my Higher Self series. The Sacred Friend Journal had 10 books. That was the 10th book, and I had decided some time back that it was time to start ending that. And it's amazing how timing is, because I was writing in my Sacred Friend Journal that I felt that something was going to happen that was going to kind of push me into connecting more with my higher self. And when Rendezvous passed away, that's exactly what happened. And since her passing, it kind of, like, a lot of times when we have these great epiphanies or whatever, we may make changes and then we kind of drift back into the old way. Well, now I'm calling the old way, or whatever, the fake world. Okay, we got the fake world. That's the world of all the lies and the deceits and stuff that really cause a lot of conflict. And then we got the true world. I don't say real world, because in the fake world they believe it's the real world. And we got the true world. And when Rendezvous passed, and I had to face a lot of things, and the thing is I was able to face it. Going into the true world, I had to be totally honest with myself about what's going on within me, and the anger and blah 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 and yada yada yada, but without judgment. It's kind of a cleansing or a clearing out, which I think was like the big dump or whatever. But I still, I've been into the fake world for all these years. So yeah, there's still a lot to go. And instead of saying inner muse anywhere, I kind of think of, like, my Sacred Friend series was like within me. My higher self, I keep seeing like up to the left at this time. And the closer I get to her means that I'm making decisions or connecting with the purest of who I am. And at one point after Rhonda passed, I could actually feel her hugging me. She's the purest form of who I really am. So the one change now is, instead of trying to introduce people to their inner muse, it's like trying to introduce you to your higher self. And it's not that your higher self is not a part of you. It is. But we have, like, within, we got to meet that person or trust in that person and allow that person to connect with the higher self. It's a very godly self. It's right there with the Divine Deity. It's the purest part of you that guides you in your individual, your personal journey. And then the Divine Deity is your connection with everything else, as part of the whole. So, like, you're part of this great whole, but you're also an individual. So the higher self is that individual, the purest part, that the uncontaminated part, that if you listen to her guidance or his guidance, or however you view your higher self, you can't really go wrong. But throughout my life, getting from there to here, for many years I was frustrated because I knew that there was a difference between what is, of the world and what is the divine, but I didn't know when I was receiving, or however you want to put it, how to separate. And now I'm learning more and more how to feel that feeling in my body, and telling the difference between, the lies, because the fake world keeps trying to draw me back to it, and I can feel immediately the tricks, and there's more than one, of the fake world trying to get me drawn back to it. So basically, I'm learning more and more, and I want to share what I learned with you, because perhaps, if it doesn't feel right to you, fine. It's not for you at the time. That's fine. Just toss it. No big deal. Please try not to toss out the baby with the bathwater, because I have a lot of gurus. Not everything they say speaks to me. And maybe later it will speak to me. Maybe it never speaks to me. But the things that do speak to me, there's a reason for it. So basically, I'm sharing my struggles and everything with you. And if it speaks with you and it helps you on your journey, great. And if it doesn't help you on your journey, it doesn't, Anyway, hopefully I could figure out how to transfer this from my phone to my computer. But I'm about done with my walk. I'm going to go pester Bill. So, have a nice day. And remember, I really don't want to tell you what to do because I can't, but I do want to help you meet your higher self, and so that she or he or who or what can help to guide you. Bye.
Rendezvous will always be in my heart, and I will always be grateful for her in my life. She has brought me so much joy and happiness. And even upon her death, she has given me a gift, helping to bring me even closer to my higher self. I will always, always, always love her. She will always be with me. Thank you, Rendezvous, for all you've done for me in your life, what you're doing for me. Rest in peace, my baby.